UCF coach Gus Malzahn has announced that Rhys Plumlee will start at QB for the Knights. I have Jason Beatty here to talk about this. This comes after an offseason of speculation, question marks. Jason, any surprise with this decision?
I think there is a big surprise. I think I personally was surprised when I saw the announcement made by Coach Malzahn on social media Sunday afternoon. You know, there were a lot of fans torn on the decision, which way they were going to go, whether it was Rhys Plumlee or Mikey Keene. But I would say if you were to survey 100 fans, the majority would say that they were pretty surprised with this choice, mainly because Mikey Keene was the starter last season. He had kind of proven himself against the Florida Gators in the Gasparilla Bowl, and adding a guy like Rhys Plumlee, who might not know the playbook as well, I kind of felt like Keene, being the incumbent, was going to win the job in the end. But Rhys Plumlee proved himself in fall camp.
Yeah, and it looks like it went in his favor considering he transferred from Ole Miss essentially to be QB. They were using him as a wide receiver, and it was curious if he would actually land in the spot.
Yeah, Plumlee made it clear when he came to UCF to play quarterback again. He was an SEC all-true freshman in 2019 at Ole Miss when he played quarterback. Lane Kiffin got hired. Matt Corral came in. He switched to wide receiver just because he was so athletic. They had to find a way to put him on the football field, but his passion is quarterback, and that's why he came to UCF. So, you know, I think there was a little bit of a learning curve playing the position again at UCF, but I think they were happy with the way he developed over the course of camp and going back to the spring as well. So Plumlee was able to, you know, get back to the way he looked in 2019, and that should bode well for the Knights.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Plumlee played Ole Miss as a freshman and pretty much showed that he could be dangerous out of the pocket, essentially rushing, and that seems like that could work into Malzahn's favor.
Yeah, you look at the success Gus Malzahn had at Auburn back in the day, Nick Marshall, Cam Newton. Rhys Plumlee sort of fits that mold of a perfect quarterback that fits in Malzahn's offensive scheme. Malzahn likes to pound the rock, run the ball. You know, when you have Isaiah Bowser and Johnny Richardson at running back, you know, they had success moving the football on the ground last season. When you add that other dimension of Plumlee's legs and his ability to extend the plays, you know, just going to keep defenses honest, and they're going to be able to move the ball around. And time again, we've heard both Malzahn and offensive coordinator Chip Lindsey highlight the explosiveness of Plumlee. So him being on the field just adds another dimension to the offense for sure.
Yeah, as far as it being this QB battle back and forth, it seems like Mikey Keene still isn't out of the picture. It seems like Plumlee essentially is in a spot where he has to keep that job.
Yeah, Chip Lindsey, the offensive coordinator, quarterback coach, he's made it pretty clear that, you know, this is a job Plumlee or Keene, whoever was going to be, they'd have to maintain that spot. You know, UCF has an interesting season opener against an FCS program in South Carolina State. It's kind of a warm-up almost compared to the following week in week 2. They play Louisville team, ACC, that UCF lost to last year, and that was actually the game that former UCF quarterback Dylan Gabriel suffered a collarbone injury that led Mikey Keene to become the starter. So, you know, barring any injury, you know, bad play, maybe turnovers, whatever it may be, I don't think this quarterback battle is completely over. But with that being said, I do think it was important for Gus Malzahn to name a starting quarterback, and that's Rhys Plumlee for UCF.